Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Challenger Vedic Astrology and Tarot. Welcome to the channel. Alright, this is the 2025 New Year's predictions for Scorpio, Ascendant, Moon, and Sun signs. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me and the channel. To be notified whenever I release a new video, be sure to hit the bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, the links to those will be in the description box and the comments below. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel, the links to those will be in the description box as well. Alright, Scorpio. This is for your Ascendant, Moon, or Sun sign. And, well, Todd had graced your reading. Maybe symbolism of Punarvasu or Ashlesha, the constellation or nakshatras, might be significant in your reading. But we're going to start things off by talking about your transits. The transits of the four major planets, the slow-moving ones that have a long-lasting effect. Those are Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. After that, we're going to pull some tarot cards. I'm going to pull 5. The first 4 are going to represent 3 months of the year. And then, 3 months of the year each. And the last card is going to be the overall energy / potential outcome of the year. And then I'm going to pull 2 different oracle messages for you with the Kipper Oracle spread, and we'll clarify them with the Teacup Oracle cards. Okay. So, let's talk about Jupiter first, Scorpio. Now, Jupiter has been transiting in Taurus. And Jupiter is your second and fifth lord, ruling Sagittarius and Pisces. So, this tells me you've been, some of you have been getting into relationships. New relationships may have begun while, Jupiter's been in Taurus, which can still continue until Jupiter leaves Taurus in mid-May. Yeah, mid-May. Because Jupiter is your 5th lord of romance in the 7th house of relationships. It's your 2nd lord of value in the 7th house of relationships. These 2 cats are talking to each other in the middle of our video. They sound like Mogwais from Gremlins. What the hell are you 2 doing? Todd looking at me like I'm bothering him. Come here and lie down and shut up. Okay, Scorpio. So, now that my cat's not being an asshole, damn it. Okay. So, like I was saying, Jupiter, being your 5th lord in the 7th house. Well, 5th lord is tied to speculative gains through stock market, through gambling, through business. So, you may have wanted to do business with Jupiter being in the 7th house. Now, if you don't have those placements in your birth chart, you'd have a desire to do business, but you wouldn't be able to fulfill that. So, that can be shown with that. But for those of you, if you did have those placements to do business, you started a business, that could have done really well for you. Especially, Jupiter's the 2nd lord of earnings in the 7th house of business. So, that, would have been a good thing for you. Also, some of you may have gotten education tied to business. These kinds of things could have been prominent. But now Jupiter is going to move. Oh, sorry. One other thing. When it comes to relationships, your family may have been more involved with your partner. if you were already in a relationship. Also, your partner may have gone through a big sudden change. Partner may have even needed a surgery because Jupiter rules the 8th house from your partner. 8th house from your 7th house. With Jupiter ruling that 2nd house. I know, confusing. Basically, imagine, Taurus as your ascendant for your partner. But anyways. Ascendant. Anyways. Now, Jupiter is moving into Gemini, though. From mid-May to the end of the year. So, this shows, if you don't have children, you could suddenly have children with the 5th Lord moving into the 8th house. 2nd Lord moving into the 8th house. There can be sudden changes within the family. Suddenly, having more family. For your education, this can be very good. 5th Lord in the 8th house. There can be a transformation of your education. There can be sudden ups and downs, but in particular, if your education is tied to psychology or like research, this can be very good. This is good for obtaining more knowledge, more hidden knowledge in particular. Here you can begin a sudden romance. So even if you didn't get into a relationship with Jupiter transiting in your 7th house, Jupiter transiting in the 8th house as your 5th Lord of romance, you could begin a romance. Now for others of you, this can show a romance coming to an end. That could also take place. Here you can have speculative gains. Quite suddenly. If you have those placements in your birth chart that would allow that. Remember, the last thing a good astrologer looks at are transits. Your planetary and sign-based time periods and your birth chart are most important. Which, in a general reading, I don't get to see. Okay. Now, with this, we, can see more involvement between your family and your in-laws. That's another thing that we can see. Here, you may get education tied to the occult. Hopefully from me. But yeah, these are all things that we can see taking place. Your children may even, develop an interest for the occult. Now, I don't recommend that unless they're, older, like high school age or older. But, yeah, that could take place as well. Now, worst case scenario, a child may need a surgery. Because of some health issue that they're dealing with or something like that. But Jupiter is a benefic. Jupiter shows that would be to, help your child. All right. But now, let's talk about Saturn. So, Saturn will be in Aquarius until the end of March. Now, Aquarius is your 4th house. Saturn is your 3rd and 4th Lord. So, with that, we see... Saturn has, maybe your 4th Lord in the 4th house in transit, but Saturn is a natural malefic. Things would have been difficult when it comes to the home. Saturn's karma. So, you may have had difficulty with your home. Maybe your home, has plumbing issues. Maybe your home needs to be repaired, renovated. Maybe you had to move. Same thing can be true with a car. Maybe you had to sell your car. Maybe your car got totaled. Maybe you had to get a new car. There also could have been difficulty with your mother. Remember, Saturn is cold and bleak. That can be difficult. And there's the rings of Saturn, the boundary. You would have felt like there was a boundary between you and your mother. With Saturn being in Aquarius. And also... we see a move could have been possible because Saturn is the 3rd Lord of travel. 3rd house is tied to short distance travel and even long distance and foreign travel because it's 12th from the 4th. Furthest place away from your homeland. Even loss of home is 3rd house. So these kinds of things could have taken place. If you're not careful, can take place, before the end of March. Now, Saturn's going to move at the end of March, and will be in Pisces from then on, through the end of the year. Now, Saturn being the third and fourth lord in the fifth house, this can be very good for education. Saturn's going to help you pursue your education, acquire new skills. Saturn shows you have to bust your ass to accomplish something there, though. Can't slack off with Saturn's transit. Now, Saturn here can even show having children. Scorpio people need to be very careful in particular. With Jupiter being in the 8th house of sudden changes as the 5th lord of children, sudden changes, sudden events, and then Saturn being in the 5th house of children, you are one of the most likely zodiac signs to have children unexpectedly. Just having children in general. So, if you don't want that, use protection. Be smart. You shouldn't need me to tell you this. Alright. Now, the other thing that we see, if you already have children, your children may be going through some difficult times. There could be some health issue that they're going to be dealing with. But in general, things can just be difficult for them or with them. Remember, Saturn is cold and bleak. Maybe your children are teenagers now. They're going through puberty. It's like now that relationship between you and them is strained. Especially with your first child, because that's what the 5th house represents. So, that is something that could be taking place. These cats are just having a non-stop conversation. I swear. My cats are so damn talkative compared to most cats. Okay. Maybe they're bickering with each other constantly. Talking about your children. Maybe that's the bullshit you're dealing with. Okay. Now, let's talk about Rahu and Ketu. So, Rahu is going to be is in Pisces. Ketu's in Virgo. Up until mid-May. There's a lot going on. Basically, like March through May. A lot going on transit-wise. Okay. So, Rahu in Pisces. You've had a strong desire to have romance, to have education, to have children. Strong desire to get involved in politics even. Strong desire for speculative gains through stock market, gambling, or business. And Ketu in the 11th house. In Virgo, you've had a physical or mental or emotional disconnect with paternal aunts and uncles, with your elder siblings, with your friends. Maybe you've even made some friends that you had a past life connection to. But for the most part, you would feel a disconnect with friends. You may have even had gains due to past life karma. You may have disconnected from some of your stock market investments. There we go. Because 11th house is stock market. Maybe because Rahu's trying to tempt you to other investments. But now, these two are going to move. But before that, from the beginning of April until the middle of May, Rahu and Saturn are both going to be in Pisces. Okay, so Pisces is going to have two major malefics in it. This is your 5th house of education, romance, children, speculative gains. These things are going to become very difficult or very intense or both. So, this is the most likely time for children to come about suddenly. Well, no, because Jupiter won't be moving into the 8th house till then. But this would be more so romance and education, or if you already have children. This would be, when things would be very strained in your relationship with your children, in an educational environment, or with your romantic partner. So, those months in particular could be difficult in those areas of life. But then, Rahu and Ketu are going to move. Rahu's going to move into your 4th house. Ketu's going to move into your 10th house. So let's talk about Ketu and Leo in your 10th house first. So that's going to show a disinterest in career. Either physically disconnecting from your career, from a job, not being interested in having a lot of status, or there's like a mental and emotional disconnect with those things, in particular with work. You could have managers and bosses that quit your company, or that, transfer. These kinds of things can take place. Now, this can be very good if you're an occultist, if you're in, occult work, spiritual work. This can be very good. Or if you're like involved in legal work as well, because Ketu is tied to the law. So, this could be very good if you're like a lawyer or a judge. Now, we see that taking place. Also, there's going to be a feeling of disconnect with your government during this time as well, because 10th house is government, especially national government. Now, Rahu is going to be in the 4th house. So, we see a strong desire, obsession, when it comes to the 4th house of home and vehicles, comfort and happiness. You're going to want a home, or you're going to want a bigger home. You're going to want to renovate your home. You're going to want a fancy new car. You're going to want to, have comfort and happiness. You're going to desire more of a connection with your mother, especially now that Saturn's no longer there, causing that, that restriction there. But your mother could also, kind of deceive you in some way with Rahu being there. Rahu can be deceptive, remember. People could deceive you when it comes to cars, when it comes to homes. Like, for instance, you could buy a car that's no good, that breaks down immediately. You could have a contractor that overcharges you for, renovations to your home. These are the kinds of things you can experience with Rahu moving here. Okay, but now let's look at your tarot cards and see what's going on through that avenue. What the hell is this, Scorpio? What the? Okay. Really? Alright. So, January, February, and March, we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. So, first off, 5 of Swords is tied to manipulation. I mentioned that because Todd and Bosco were going crazy at the start of this reading. Cats are a symbol of Ashleisha, which is tied to manipulation, which is tied to feeling trapped, imprisoned. So, 5 of Swords is manipulation. It's mind games, conflict. It can be self-deception. But in this case, manipulation becomes the most clear, because of the kitty cat omen. Okay, so beginning of the year is pretty shit. Let's be honest. Now, April, May, and June, we have strength. So, strength is compassion, but strength is also strength. So, you could be finding the strength to do something here, making something happen. Alright. We'll see when I clarify. Now, July, August, September, we have the Five of Pentacles. There's a sense of loss here. Maybe struggling financially could be the case. Remember, that's the time right after Jupiter moves into the 8th house. Jupiter is your second lord of finances and your bank account. In the 8th house of sudden ups and downs. So there could be sudden ups and downs financially. Okay, now October, November, December, we have Two of Swords. Overthinking. Regarding what? I'm not sure. We'll see when I clarify. Now, the overall energy and potential outcome. This is what's surprising me. You show me nothing but shit, basically, for the year. And then the outcome is somehow the Sun, the happiest card in all of tarot. Going through hell and finding heaven on the other side, huh? Okay. Let's see, why the Five of Swords? Okay. King of Cups, Nine of Wands, the Lovers. So, a strong romantic soul connection, for sure. But this person was clearly emotionally manipulative. I do see you putting a wall up when it comes to this person. You're not dealing with this person anymore. You have no interest. Two of Pentacles, you're still weighing that up. Whether or not it's the right decision, that kind of thing. So, the first 3 months of the year could be difficult relationship-wise. Now, I wouldn't say that's necessarily for everybody, but if you know you're dealing with a relationship like that, then you know it's the case. Alright, why strength? Okay. Star, the Fool, and the Five of Wands for April, May, June. So I see you finding a strength to take a leap of faith, to really fight, to have a new beginning. That's a wish come true. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This could be financially, this could be... yeah, I'm leaning like financial and material world here. But, oh, sorry. Also, Queen of Pentacles is self-care. So this could also be, you know, taking better care of yourself. Healing. Okay. Let's see. Why the Five of Pentacles? The Moon, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Okay, so while you're going through this sense of loss in July, August, and September, I do see a unexpected curiosity, unexpected messages that have you feeling love. There are new emotions here. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Equal give and take. Balance. There could be new love coming in. July through September. Okay. So, middle of the year looking pretty good. Now, that is when I said there could be a sudden new romance that takes place for some of you. Let's see, why the Two of Swords for October, November, December? Okay. So, we have the Knight of Wands, we have Death, we have the Three of Swords. Okay. There's some overthinking when it comes to an ending with a immature person who kind of took some rash actions, caused a lot of heartbreak. But also, I'm getting that you want to take action to end, this pain that you were feeling. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But for a lot of you that are watching this is someone who betrayed you. And you're kind of thinking over that betrayal towards the end of the year, kind of reviewing that. So why is the Sun the overall energy / outcome here? All this happiness. Three of Pentacles, the Empress, the Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay, so a few big messages here. One, this is a very happy outcome. You're showing me working together with another person. This is someone who you truly value. Slow progress on working with this person, but that things are moving forward. And you're showing me in the material world a lot of financial growth as well. Really working hard in your career and making things happen. Yeah, looks really good here, Scorpio. A lot of progress is going to be made this year. Now, the beginning starts off rough. I do see you thinking about some, disappointments you had in love previously. But like I said, I do see potential for new love here. And I see a lot of happiness, both in, work and finance and love. Towards the end. Alright, so let's look at your oracle cards and see what's going on there. Okay, so we have child, toil and labor, and wealthy man. Okay, so this looks like a new beginning that you're working hard for when it comes to your finances. Wealthy man, I always take it as an improvement in finances, whether you're a man or a woman. But also, for some of you, this could be, working on a new beginning with a wealthy man. If you know it's the case, then you know. Now, for some of you, this could be something to do with a child, and it requires a lot of work. We'll see when I clarify it. Now, we also have false person, high honor, and thoughts. So, remember how I said towards the end of the year, you're going to be overthinking. But it looks like you're thinking about victory when it comes to this false person. High honor is the card of victory in the Kipper Oracle deck. So, overcoming this person who is manipulating you, whether that be, actually, beating them in like a court case or something, or divorce, I don't know. But this could also just be disconnecting from them. Let's clarify and see what these are all about here. What child? Carrot, opportunity or windfall. And tree, affairs with your family. Okay, so, couple things. One, be careful, there is the opportunity to have children here. It's very clear. Now also, there could be an opportunity for a new beginning, maybe starting a family of your own. By that I mean getting into a relationship. So, that's also a possibility here. Okay, well, let's see, why toil and labor? We have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. And we have dark woman. Okay. So, dealings or relationships with a woman. I don't take the physical descriptors of these cards, just I do take the description of the sex. Okay. But, yeah, working on having a relationship with a woman, or you are this woman working on having a relationship with this man. Now, I mean, this could even apply to, like, lesbians here as well, or bisexuals. But yeah, overall, I did predict new romance being possible. So, let's see wealthy man though. Beetle, good fortune. And basket, recognition, reward for merit. Yeah, I definitely see improvements in finances and in career as well. Okay. Now let's see, why false person? Wind chimes, peace and harmony. And man, dealings or relationships with a man. Okay, so, in particular, this is a man that was dishonest with you. A man that you couldn't trust. I do see that there's going to be peace and harmony from that situation now. So let's see this victory. Why high honor? Cup. You should accept valid criticism and hills, obstacles to overcome. Okay. So I see you've had a lot of obstacles that you dealt with. You have been criticized. Now, I'm not necessarily getting it as valid criticism, though. With the obstacles to overcome card, I'm more so getting that as someone who is very critical of you, and you having a victory in overcoming that. Now, why thoughts? Let's see. Lobster, financial pinch. And pale, time to get out of a situation. Okay. So, when it comes to dealing with this false person, I get especially you couldn't trust them financially. I see you really thinking about how to get out of that situation. And like I said, by the end of the year, I see big financial improvements for you. So yeah, it looks like you're going to, come out nice on the other side here, Scorpio. By the end of this year, things look great. Alright, that's what I have for you though. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out me in the channel. To be notified whenever I release a new video, be sure to hit the bell icon and select all. And if you'd like a Vedic Sidereal birth chart, a personal tarot reading, or an astrology consultation, the links to those will be in the description box in the comments below. And if you'd like to donate to help support the channel, the links to those will be in the description box as well. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.